Hi, this is Tom Johnson, and I'm going to show you give you a brief tour of the new website and give you a brief tutorial on how to operate it. As activists inside the church, it's going to be our jobs to do posting. This is to post different information and news, pictures, all kinds of things, the same as we use the Facebook page to kind of use the website itself. This is a WordPress-based website. WordPress is a content management system that is very common, very easy to operate, and I'm going to just show you quickly how to do this. First of all, there are different layers, different levels of access that people have to this when they log in. I'm going to give you what's called author access, which means you can come in and create stuff and change stuff, but you can't mess around with other people's things, and you can't mess around with the website itself. So you can operate with a certain amount of confidence, because no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to do anything that's going to screw up anything substantial. So over here on the site, there's a thing that says log in. Click on that. It will take you to a WordPress login. I've created a sample account, which is an account that doesn't exist for any reason but this tutorial. It has the same access that you guys will have as an author, so you'll only see the screens that you would see. You don't see all the clutter that I would see as an admin. So type in your name, your password. Passwords are case dependent, so if it's a capital letter, it's got to be a capital letter for it to count. And we log in. Here's your dashboard. Not a lot going on here compared to the vastly more complicated dashboard that I have. Here's where you post. Media is all the stuff you put up. Video, audio, photos, documents, whatever you want to post. Comments, when somebody comments on one of your postings, you will be notified of it here. Profile and tools are a couple of things you really don't need to mess with that much. So let's just show you how to put up a blog post. WordPress is at its base a blogging software, and it uses a blog as kind of a spine. And all a blog is a chronologically arranged succession of different short posts. The thing that people do wrong with blogs more than anything else is they overthink them. Like a good little 125-word blog post that doesn't take a lot of thoughts. As I tell my clients, the secret to blogging is to do it shorter and more often, rather than really putting a lot of work into it. The blog posts are categorized, as you will see, which makes it possible for someone to come in and do a pull-down menu and look at, for example, the fellowship committee to see what the fellowship committee is. So everything that fellowship has posted that's tagged fellowship will show up for them. It is a content management system, and that's about all the theory you need to have. So now we're going to do an actual post. We're going to add a new post. This is the interface that you will see. Same controls you're used to looking at on Microsoft Word or other word processor programs. There are just fewer of them. This is a formatting thing. If you want some things to be bigger than others, you do that. You can change the color of the text if you like. Pretty much whatever you want. You don't have a lot of control over fonts. What this does is produce a web page, and web pages are a little odd about that. Web pages are in a language called HTML, and it's just a little peculiar how they handle stuff like that. So if you just stay here, let the machine do the work. All the fonts everything like that is already entered into the design of the website, and it will work out just fine. So we need a title. This is going to be how to post to the web. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do two things. I'm going to show you how to do text, and I'm going to show you how to do a photograph. So the first thing we need to look at is text. Text is the basis of this website, so we want to include as many pictures as possible. And given the level of activity at St. John, that should be lots and lots and lots of pictures. Paragraph break. Whoop, wait, gotta correct my spelling here. Or not. Pictures should be clear with lots of happy, active people. We want people to be interested in St. John, whether they're long-time members or just passing through. Okay, we got a little text to work with now. I'm going to go back and I'm going to put the cursor right back up there at the beginning, and I'm going to show you how to insert a picture. Okay, so I'm going to go to this Add Media button, click it. This stuff here is pictures that are already loaded into the media files of the website. We're going to upload a new picture, so we're going to go to Upload Files, click it. We're going to select Files. Now, this blue screen is, I use Windows 8, so in all likelihood, unless you're using Windows 8, you're going to see whatever file choice format you usually see. It'll be a little window with the menus to scroll down and be very familiar. But this just looks a little funny because it's Windows 8. And I'm going to pick, I stole a couple of pictures off the Facebook page, so I'm going to just pick this one for the choir, and I'm going to open it. Okay, so up here, it just loaded into the menu, and over here there's instructions about it. This is where here's the picture. You can delete it if you want to. I don't know why we would want to. There's the title of it. You can change the title. You can write a caption if you want to. This website does not make a lot of use of captions, so you don't really have to mess with that. This alt text is if you want to make sure that if someone has something wrong with their browser and they can't see pictures, something shows up in the space. A description, that's for internal use. That's just for our own classification. I don't mess with any of that stuff. Just for the record, I don't know why you would. Alignment, you can align left, center, right, or no alignment. If you align to the left or to the right, the text will automatically wrap around it. If you center it, there will be a gap in the text where it is. I'm going to do it to the right because that's how I like to do things. It's a media file we're linking to. Down here is where you get to choose the size. You can have it be a little teeny thumbnail. You can have it be a medium size. You can have it be a full size. Sometimes the files are really big. These numbers here are what's called pixels, which is each of the little tiny, almost microscopic dots that make up a video image. There might be a large option. If you start with a full-size picture that's 2,000 pixels wide, there might be a large that's 900, a medium that's 300, and then the thumbnail. We're going to pick a thumbnail. Just because there's not a lot of text to wrap around, then you hit this little button down here that says Insert into Post. Bam, and it's inserted into the post. Now, this looks the way it does, but there's no real telling how it looks is going to look on the web page. And before we do anything, we want to make sure. So up here, there's a button that says Preview. Push that, it opens another window, and that's what it will actually look like on the website. That's a working web page with your stuff on it. You can see this thumbnail. Now, if somebody likes that picture and wants to see it bigger, all they have to do is click on it, and it brings out the full-size image of the picture. Okay, so we'll go back here to this. Now you need to categorize what this is. And we want it to go on the blog, so we're going to click on the blog because we want it to go on the blog because we want people to see this if they come to the website. We're going to go down here and we're going to say, well, this is the choir, so it's part of worship and praise. And we'll just leave it at that. As you can see, there are a lot of categories you can use. We're going to create new categories. If you have a category you would like to see created, which is, like Kids of the Kingdom could be a category. And anything we want that we're going to document with a fair amount of regularity should be a category. So this is a very evolving website. Down here, you can allow comments, you can turn off comments. I think in general we're going to leave comments on it, see how it goes, let people talk to us. You can save a draft, and that will save this, and then you can go off and do something else before it publishes. This status shows you whether it's a draft, whether it's published. Visibility, public. You can actually password protect stuff, and there's not a lot of reason for us to do that. But if you have a page that is for a committee or something and you just want members of the committee to be able to see it, you can password protect it, and when you click on password protect, it gives you a little line here to type a password. Use something easy, use something memorable, then say OK. We're going to leave this public because we want the public to know how much we enjoy our choir. Publish immediately is an option. You can also set a time. If you have something that you want to have published next Tuesday at 6 p.m., you can set a time for it. Just don't know what you're going to have that would do that, but one of the things you can do is you can set up a bunch of things when you go on vacation and people won't know you're on vacation. I do that with my job a lot. Then you publish. What this does is it's now on the website. For a little while after you get started, we're going to do what's called moderating your posts, which means when you hit publish, it's not actually going to go to the website. It's going to come to me, and I'll look it over and make sure it's okay, and then I'll clear it and put it up on the website. The reason we're doing that is, again, just so that you can be absolutely confident that nothing that you do at this sort of early stage of this website is going to do any damage to anything. You can't possibly do it. If you were to decide that you wanted to publish 500 words of invective against me, for example, you could do that, but it wouldn't get up on the website. Nobody's going to get any stuff around for a while. Once you get comfortable with the interface, once you get comfortable with all the stuff, we'll open it up and you can just post stuff and nobody will need to see it. If you ever post anything you don't want to post, you can come right in. I'll show you where to come right in and change it. But we have published this, okay, and we're going to go here and we're going to view the post. There it is. Looks just like the preview. Life is good, isn't it? Interesting thing about this is if you go to the front page, these recent updates, your update will be right at the top. Here is how to post to the web. How to use the website was the earlier version of this that didn't record right, so I'm doing it for the second time. All of that stuff. This gives people the ability when they dip into the website to come over right to this place and say, okay, what's new at St. John? You only have to look at one list. The blog up here, it also goes to that, how to post to the website. Here's the blog, all the entries, reverse chronological order. We have the Congregation Council. These are the committees. I think we did that with Worship and Praise, didn't we? So when we click Worship and Praise, you're going to get all of the listing for Worship and Praise. And just proof that we're going to do the property committee, and nothing will show up in the property committee because the property committee hasn't posted. This line, black line at the top, is for you. Once you've logged in, it's not there on the normal website. This is the WordPress control. You can go over here and you can see how the menu pulls down to the dashboard. Again, you can go, if you go to your posts thing and click, it will show you all the posts that you have had a hand in. If you decide you want to change something, you come up here, I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add a sentence. We're looking forward to meeting. Okay, click the update button. Have a look at the post. Yep, there it is. We added it. If you're wandering through the website and you come to something that you did, and you say, yikes, that's not a good thing. Notice here on this line, you have an edit button you can push, or up here, you have an edit button. You can edit this post right from the website itself. You pop it, it opens it up, and there you are. Okay. I don't know that there's a lot else to cover in this. You have basically control of everything, one way or the other. I'm only just touching on stuff, but that's it. That's how to do your first post. It's just like that. And once you get it up, once you're done with it, then you just come over here, log out, and you're done.